Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi theme tutorial. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. In this video today we're going to explore buttons. I've got one here. I've got my Visual Builder enabled. I've got a row with 3 columns in it right here, and I've just added a button to this row. Now when you add a button, if we go into our modules, click on add a new modules, there's our button module right there. It puts in this generic sort of version that it's got here. Now if you want to predefine the way that your buttons look every time you add one, let's just save that a moment. You can go to your theme customizer. To get to the customizer, go down to dashboard, down to Divi and theme customizer. And if we look back here at the root of the theme customizer, you'll see buttons right here. Now you can go in there, set the button style. Let's make the text color white. Let's make the background color black. And we'll make the border color black also. And if we go back now to hover style, we can change the text color on hover. We'll keep that white. Background color on hover, let's make that more of a grey, so it's not fully black. And the same for the border. There we go. Now we can publish our changes, and every button that we build will now have those new attributes here. So if I just save our changes here and refresh the page, as we made changes to the customizer, they're not going to show up here until we refresh. Now we've refreshed. Every time we add a new button, they'll have our new styles there. And to demonstrate, let's just add a new button. And as you can see, it's got the settings that we set in our customizer there. Now of course that's great for buttons throughout your website being consistent. If you want to go in and change one and make it different from all the others, you can do that too, or you can set up the whole thing in here. So we're in the content of our button settings. Let's change the text to learn more. Link, obviously this is where you want the button to link to. I don't really have anywhere for it to go, but if you are linking to an internal page such as the home page, let's copy the link address. I'd have it opening in the same window because you don't want people leaving your website. If you're linking to an external page and a YouTube video or another website somewhere, you can select open in a new tab. That way your website stays open and the link opens in a new tab. That way they can come back to your site with a lot more ease. Admin label, that just sets the label on the back end there. You won't see anything here on the front end, but if I switch to wireframe mode or back end mode, little purple button, little icon down here, switch to wireframe, you can see that one's called my new button, so you can tell which is which. And it's great when you've got a lot of things on a page, finding the right one to edit sometimes can be a chore. Adding an admin name will take the pain out of that. Okay, so let's go back in here. And we're done with our little content tab. Now let's go to our design tab. Here you can set the button alignment. At the moment it looks like it's aligned in the middle there. You can align it left, middle or right. Actually there's the middle. So I've got 3 columns there, so at the moment it's on the left, in the middle and on the right there. We can go into the text. You can change the text from dark to light if you want to, but we're already light, so that doesn't make much difference to us. Now if we go into the actual button itself, use custom styles for the button, just put that to on. We can change every single aspect of it. Text size, let's bring that up a little bit. We got a huge button because we brought the text up. Text color, we can change that too. whatever you want to. I'll change it back to white so we can see it easier. Background, you can give this a custom background color. And if you want to change the color that it has when you hover on it, simply go up to the dark button background here, hit the little arrow. It'll give you two tabs, desktop and hover. Desktop's when you're not hovering on it. Hover is when you're hovering on it, funnily enough. And we'll give it a different color for when we're hovering. And let's put that back to desktop. And we want to make the border color the same. So we'll make the border color purple. And when we hover on it, we want it to turn blue as well. Now the button border radius, if you want rounded corners, you can add a few pixels, say 10 pixels, and it'll give it slightly rounded corners like that. That's kind of nice little feature. If you want it completely round, like a pill-shaped button, give it about 50 pixels, and that will give it totally rounded ends, like that. Now you can change the button letter spacing if you want to spread it out. Mine's fine as it is. You can change the font weight. You can capitalize it if you want to, or upper and lower capitals, or italicize it, or combinations. I think I'll just leave mine uppercase right there. Now when I hover over it, it's got a little icon there. If you want to show that icon, fine. If you don't, just switch this off. And you can choose from all elegant theme icons right there. I'm going to switch mine off. Now if you want to add a little more depth to your button text there, you can add a bit of text shadow. That will just make it stand out a little bit more on your button. And you can add spacing. Margin's going to push it up or down. For instance, if I give it a margin 20 on top, it'll push it down the whole thing by 20 pixels, as you can see, like that. If I give it 20 padding on the top, it'll make it fatter on the top, the button itself. I've given it 200 there. I don't think I quite wanted as much as that. There we go. Let's give it 20 on the top. And let's hit the link and we'll give it 20 on the bottom as well. You can make it wider by adding padding left and right. Let's make that. There we go, as you can see, like that. If you want to add a bit of box shadow to your button, you can do so right here. Various different types you can choose from. Choose the one that suits you. You can tweak it down below quite a bit and change it to pretty much however you want to do it, but there's some nice little options here. They've even got an inner shadow if you want one. So I'm going to just leave it on that one right there. Now we don't need to use filters. Transform and animation, we've covered it in separate videos. If you want to learn more about those, have a look below at the playlist. Those videos are in there. And finally, if we go to advanced, we don't need to give it a CSS ID or classes because we're not going to try and target it with any extra CSS today. You can change the attributes. You can bookmark, make it external, no follow, no referrer, and no opener. Those are SEO for search engines when they look at your site. Visibility, obviously we want it visible on phone, tablet and desktop. You can disable it on either of those here. We'll cover overflow and things like that in a different video, as well as transitions and position, and also scroll effects. So for the time being, that's pretty much all we need to do with our button. Let's save our changes, save our draft, and exit the visual builder. Go down, take a look at our button, and there's all our new styles. As you can see, it turns blue when we hover on it because we set that as the style there. And if we were to add another button anywhere, it would just be another generic button like this one. Like I say, you can style each button individually, or you can have global settings just like this. So I hope you've enjoyed that and found it useful. If you have, please ring the bell, give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and WebDesignTechTips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.